All right, hello everybody. I am going to try to restream this here, and hopefully my stream health is a little bit better. There, it looks pretty good. So I'm going to just restart from the beginning here and see if I can't go back to the beginning, and we're going to try this for a take two. So right now it looks like my stream health is good. Sorry about that earlier. Usually my home network is pretty good. I'm not sure what was going on, so I jumped over here to Starbucks, see if I can't run this via Starbucks. So let's go through my shots here, shot for shot. It looks like I should have everything in my recent plays, and that has it's definitely aided by making a few shots and not having to play like tiebreakers. Yeah, thanks, Dan. As you can see, I start off with a great ball here, unfortunately, because I might have made that. Would have been very close. But as you can see, I start off with a -1. 1 through 1. And here's another good one. So I finally got this hole. This is the first time that I made this all week. This was about 7 bars of backspin. Right around 7, almost exactly on 7, with full side spin to the right just to kind of counter the right to left wind. And you can see where it lands and just kind of slowly goes right in the front of the hole there. Looks like I have good stream health right now. That's good. So hopefully, let me know if we start to fail a little bit, and I'll do the best that I can to kind of update things. So here's hole number 3. I will show you my drive for this. What's up, Chris? Thanks for making it. Here's the way that I played the third hole. This was one of the weaker winds, and this is kind of a tip that I just saw from somebody's drive. They went at it very straight forward, just kind of a little aggressive with the way that they played the side spin and the curl, and that's why I went at this with this. I hit that a little too centered. I was a little frustrated with the way that went centered into that fairway. I wanted it to be a little bit left of center. And as you can see, I would have been a little bit more upset had I not been able to hold it from the rough. So my perfect ball timing in this round is going to be pretty good. I'm not even sure I missed from the rough. So I definitely did pretty good. This was about a 1 ring adjustment here, and always in this courses like this with jacked up greens, I'm going to go at it full backspin and just kind of play the green as little as possible. So that's what you see me doing there for that albatross, is I was just playing it very tight to the hole. This is very similar to the way that you see me play most of my strategy guides as well. Is anytime I'm around the green, I am going to basically just kind of full backspin it there. And let me go over the short par 3 here. So coming off of those 2 strokes, that puts me at, so I birdie on 1, eagle on 2, and then albatross on 3. So I'm 6 under coming to this hole. And perfect ball there. I was hoping for a little bit better result here, but the way that it hit the green there, not too good. Plus, I was a little bit right of center of where I needed to be. On the back, I played that much better. And there you can see that. So that puts me 7 under through 4. And if that's hole 4, here's hole 5. Oh, no. Oh, I cannot play right now. I apologize for that. I am going to... So here you see me on this hole, and this is going to be a very long delay for whatever reason. So what I was doing here is, at first I started with a globe. So instead of them showing you what I'm doing, I started off with a globe. I was thinking about it, but then I drew the worst wind that I had all week, and I was like, you know, it's not even worth globing it here, so I'm just not going to. And so you see me here as I revert back to the Kingmaker, just for kind of So there you see that shot right there, as I just kind of did it with a Kingmaker backspin shot. I just did that. I wasn't really teaching that, but I did it because it's, you know, a little bit more of an advanced shot, and it just kind of ensures, you know, not having to play the hop, nothing like that, especially in Masters. The higher the wind gets, the easier it is to avoid that. So here you see me coming in with an approach, and I am a little off here. And that's how I ended up with that. So there I am. So that put me, what, 9 under through 5. And here you are seeing my drive on hole number 6. So what I did here, and pretty much did in Masters all week, is a Kingmaker, very little power. So there you see it just roll into the rough. And here's shot number 2. And this was just a nice little rough pitch right to the left then. It was just kind of like a left to right breaker, and just played just a little bit of wind. It's barely... I played the green on this. I don't always do that, but I felt pretty good about... in the event that I great balled it, if I had good speed and played the slope, there's a chance that it would still maybe go in. So that's the reason that I always did that. So there is hole number 6, and I was able to get that one, fortunately. And here is hole number 7. As you can see, we ended up going to shoot out on this. I'm a little disappointed that I wasn't able to get this hole all week long, and part of that has to do with how close I was. Because I was kind of all over this one all week and just could not get it to fall, so it's a little disappointing. And there you see how I finished off that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is this 8? Assuming this is 8. An 8, I will show you my drive. I will show you my second shot. Quite a few mistakes on this one. Oh, this is hole 9. I must have grabbed the wrong hole. So I will go back and replay hole 8 for you after I pull this one off. So that's how that one went, and the second shot will be... Where am I? This is always confusing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is it this one? 5C. So here you see my second shot. I am going for the dunk here. And slamming the pin there. Check out where this one goes. Right behind the tree. So, really funny situation there. And here I will show you how it went from there. So here is the third shot. Very, very close to death there. I feel even a great ball might slice into the tree and just lead to a disaster. So that's there you see I was able to. So fortunately I was able to get that one and got a little lucky there to, well, I mean, it could have been a two-shot swing. I could have made the dunk or I could have missed and birdied. So so as you can see how dangerous the dunk can be. And let me show you this hole. This will be a nice interesting one for you as well. So I hit this pretty well. I got a little bit lower wind, so I was like, I'll just throw on just a tiny bit more topspin. And, 9 out of 10 times this is going to catch the bunker up by the green as slow as it's going. But this is the one time that I got a little unlucky, and it's just kind of going slowly, 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 and does not stop. So, in fact, you can actually see it still on the bunker. So for it to actually be in the water, I'm calling BS. Like, that should not have happened. But I will show you my re-tee up. And this is the way that I went about it the second time. I just was, hoping to put it in the fairway, and the great ball was probably enough to keep that from happening, because once you land on the right of that fairway like that, especially with as much curl as I put on, you see keeping it in. It's funny though, because even where I'm at, I almost salvaged this birdie out of this hole. I had my Amazon on, which is full backspin. If you don't have Amazon, you could do this very similarly with Machete and just play your rings very well. So this was, kind of a quarter club here, and it was backspinning, 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 and just ran out of backspin, unfortunately. So almost had a chance to still salvage the birdie there, even with the water ball, which I feel like wasn't even in the water to begin with. So I closed out that side with a -14, if you guys are keeping tabs. One albatross and is that 3 other eagles, -14. And we are going to the back 9. I will show you the drive, the way that I was driving this. I'm pretty sure it's very similar to the way that you saw me do it. I actually did switch to dead ball, so I had a kind of a very side wind, as you can see. So if I had been going at it with movie balls, but you have to get the wind that's kind of pointed downwind to do it. And so I switched to a dead ball here, just for a little bit of extra power, just to make sure that it lands on the fairway. And there you see me getting it to the left of center here, right down the middle, to hopefully make this pitch, which I was actually not able to make. So where am I? Hole 4. So let's just take a look at my approach here for hole number 10. This was the most frustrating hole of the tournament for me, without question. There's no question about it. I did not make this all week on any account, and it just drives me crazy because this used to be essentially 70-80% make for me. There's never a time that I usually miss this hole, and they changed the green a little bit, and for whatever reason, the same plays I feel just are not falling. So there you see how close I was to getting that eagle there. And let me show you hole number 11. So, coming off of the ace, I'm playing it very similarly, about 7 back spin, full side spin to the right here. And you are going to see another perfect ball. So pretty good timing, relatively same landing zone, but just a little bit too much left. So you got to get that landing a little bit right if you want to make that. And snipe, the only way you can get that one with sniper is landing it off the fairway. So that's why you see me going with Guardian for Masters division. Now in the Expert division, you can still use the sniper, and I actually did. But there you're seeing the way that one went. Was it this hole? So let's go to the back 9 version of hole number 3 here, which I was able to get this one again. And here you see 15.9. This time I do play the hook because I saw what happened on the front 9 with it not having enough momentum. So I do revert back to the hook because I got the 2 crappiest wind. But it's funny because earlier, like in my opening round, I hit a really, really great shot without needing the hook, and it was like a 17-something wind. So that's the reason that on the front 9, you saw me go at it that way, and here you're seeing me go at it this way. Let me see if I can't figure out where I am. Is it 5B, I believe? So I believe this is it. And I will show you guys my pitch that I did on 5B. This was a nice straightforward. No matter how many rings I pulled back, as you can kind of see with the way that it pulled back, it was almost in the cup on any of them. So I just knew that this was essentially a make no matter what. If it didn't go in, it was going to be, like a tragedy, because no matter how many rings I pulled back there, the trail was still in the cup, whether it was 1 or 5 rings. So to miss that one would have been very disappointing. And let me show you the very next one, which is hole number 4 on the back 9. And this was much more well played. I pretty much took the straightforward approach here on this hole, especially in Masters. It's a very easy shot. It doesn't really look like it, but if you're very precise with the way you play rings, I mean, this thing just comes in at the pin every time. So there you've seen me just kind of graze on by past and just missing that. And here's hole number 14 here that we are coming to. And you see I got much better wind this time. Earlier it was in the 15s, so that's the reason that I reverted on the front 9 to a Kingmaker. But here you're seeing me go at this with the hook shot, as I had plenty of wind, and as you can see, just kind of dodging the trees and getting it up here. None too bad. And let me show you my second shot. This is the one that, so I'm starting to feel the pressure a little bit, because especially with that water ball, the score's starting to get a little bit tight for me. And I know I need a shot coming in here. So I play my rings, and, I play this very well. As you can see, perfect ball. And this is coming in, and just too much. Fraction of a hair from making that. So that would have been a nice bonus, because, I'm looking at the scoreboard, and I know I need a shot, and not able to get that one, unfortunately. And of course, coming off of that one, I know I have to get 6 for sure. And as you can see, I only took 2 shots on this hole, so I did get 6. So let me show you how I got it. So this wind is pointed very straight down, and as you can see, I'm barely curling it, and caught a great ball to the right. I was hoping that wasn't going to cost me, and it does not, because it still does catch the right half of the fairway. You got a little room for error on this hole. And there you see, I have a nice eagle putt. Hey Frank, what's up? You made it to my live stream. So if you haven't seen everything, you can replay this after I'm finished. As you can see that I'm kind of, racing through this a little bit. But just showing you guys every shot. I'm fortunate that all my shots are in my replays. So I have the ability to show you every hole shot for shot. I would have streamed it for you guys, but just been having kind of an off week last couple weeks. And here you see a great ball, but I kind of set it up. So let me talk about that a little bit. So I set it up on the right edge of the cup, knowing that I could basically great ball it up the hill and it would still break down into the cup. So I want you guys to know that for that putt, I kind of did that intentionally, made sure that the right edge was just in the cup, and then was able to great ball it to the left and still make it. So I do want to let you guys know there was some strategy into that, and you guys could play it similarly. Anytime that you are, going up the break, that's kind of one of the things that I would suggest doing. And here you see, we are in the home stretch here, and here's hole number 7. I was all over this thing all week. It would have been nice to have got this somewhere. And like I mentioned, especially coming off of hole 5 there on the back. Appreciate it, Frank. As you can see, I really wanted one of these to fall, and just coming in slowly and just played a little bit too much, a little bit too conservative, I guess. Just off to the right there. And as you can see, another birdie coming in. And like I said, coming in this final stretch, especially with that water ball on the front, I knew I needed something to fall. So it is a little disappointing when you are coming in to these last holes, and I was all over it on 5 on the back. I did get 6, and to miss 7 like that, really close, kind of stings a little bit. And here you can see another great ball to the right, which is relatively centered, just right of center there, and it comes up here, no problem. I was perfectly in the fairway this time. Appreciate that, Chris. Thanks for making it here to watch this replay of my shots here. And so, I'm checking the leaderboard out, and I know that, I need a shot coming in on these last few holes. So I break my rapier out, which I don't usually play with, but just in an effort to basically backspin this into the cup, because there's really no green to work with. So here you see me with rapier from the fairway, and there you see it coming in and just missing. So now I know I'm really up against it, because I haven't made, hole 5 coming in, I was very close. Hole 7, I was very close. Hole 8, and I needed one shot. So here you are going to see me going to 18, and as you can see, the way that this ended, you guys are going to be in for a bit of a shocker here, because that's probably the first time you saw albatross on this hole all week long. And there you're seeing only 2 shots from this hole, so you guys kind of have a little preview as to what to look forward to here. And here you see a hook, very similar to, I'm sure, the way that a lot of you guys played this hole. And just getting it up into, that was a little kind of a bad hop right there. I was about to roll a little bit farther, but you see it get caught up just a tiny bit. But it is just enough to get to a max thorn range. And here, as you can see, the way that we finish out here on the back is I basically needed to make it. I am at max thorn here. And essentially, I mean, you saw me dunk it and put it behind the tree on the front 9. And here, I mean, there's no reason not to go for it. So here you see me going for it. And this time I actually get it. It's the first time that I made that hole all week. So that was a very satisfying shot to see go in. And let me just show you, since I have not updated you really with the scoreboard, but I just wanted to show you what that shot meant, because I knew that that's what I needed. And sure enough, you know, looking at this guy's scorecard and looking at mine, you can see I needed to make that shot to win it. And the two Albas on the back are what sealed the deal. I had a lot of close calls there, and it was just kind of the finish that I needed. It would have been nice to have, you know, came a little bit early, but it's really awesome to have kind of a climactic finish like that you would have never expected. Hole 18 to go in. And as you can see, needing 18 to fall, and there is the shot that, I don't know, the reaction I had from that shot, I just couldn't believe it. I hadn't made that all week, and I didn't expect to, and it just went in. It's the best way to put it. Otherwise, you know, I'd be sitting in second right now. I had tiebreakers on everybody in this division, so it would have only been a one-stroke difference. But it was just an awesome way to finish for sure. So if you guys have not seen all my shots, I did stream the whole set here for you guys. So feel free to scroll back so you can see the way that my round went. You know, all the important shots, omitting all the putts, I basically put up here for you guys. And if you guys have yet to play, good luck. And if you guys had played, you know, I wish you guys luck with your chess. And hopefully you guys got the scores that you were shooting for, and definitely all the cards that you want come in your chess. So good luck with that. And thank you guys for who showed up, and appreciate you guys being here and always supporting my content. If you have yet to subscribe to my channel, feel free to do so. I will be putting out a golden shot for you guys if one comes out tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. And like I said, other than that, good luck with your guys' rounds. If you guys haven't completed yet, feel free to share this video, or, you know, subscribe if you haven't already. So good luck to you guys out there, and appreciate you guys being here. So thank you, and thanks for the support. I'll be seeing you guys out there in the future and putting out some more content for you guys. So be on the lookout for that. Good luck all. See you guys.